Chapter 7 of Susie's book belongs to Benjamin and Megan. Great. So I'm going to mute or you guys just take it over.
Our students are going to go on to work all over the world, so it's impossible for me to teach them substantive knowledge about every specific place. I try to focus on how do they critically look at the kind of reporting that's come out about these places, and how do they make sure that their own work breaks out of the cliches and the narratives that we have heard about for so long. I grew up as an Arab in this country, and I had a profound understanding of what kind of impact journalism about people from the Middle East had on people who were living here in the United States, and how the rest of the country viewed us, and in many ways how the world viewed us. It always felt incomplete to me. A lot of this had to do with the lack of knowledge that existed about these people, and a lot of knowledge is created by journalists. Obviously, we're not overseas when we're here in New York City, but we try as best as possible to sort of approximate what skills could transfer easily should one get an overseas assignment. In the international reporting concentrations, we are reporting from beats here in the United States. One of the first assignments that the students get is to find an international or national story and see how it's playing out on a very local level within their beats. Who here, their beat is a new beat? Okay, keep your hands up for a minute. I need to know it. It starts in the spring, in the students' second semester on campus. They'll take Intro to International Reporting with me, and then that summer, hopefully, they get to go overseas. And then when they return in the fall, we do cross-cultural journalism together, and they also take a class that's called Topics in International Journalism, which is meant to give them grounding in substantive issues that shape the world today. I definitely don't want a monolithic class or students who've all had the same amount of experiences or the same amount of life stories.
Chapter 7, I think it's 215, the page, it says, it was hardly understood that the real fear of Iranians at the time was the United States, the most powerful country in the world.
In my classes, I've had people who have already worked as stringers for major outlets in their home countries, to people who are making career changes, to people who have never reported internationally, to people who have reported quite a bit internationally or domestically. I think that's valuable that all those people are in the same classroom together, because as much as they're learning from me, they're also learning from each other. For those American students who've never been overseas, to have somebody from Chile or India or Turkey, where some of my students have come from, in the classroom with you, able to sort of talk back to what it's meant to be a subject of American foreign correspondence and what it means to do that work working with international outlets or domestic outlets has been of great value. What I'd like the students to get out of the concentration is a kind of openness, a willingness to examine their own biases and prejudices and move past them, and then create work that is fair to the people that they're reporting on, that is accessible to their readers, whether they be novices in the regions or expert in the regions.